probably one of the most important pieces and everything on there when it comes to having a comprehensive plan. And this doesn't mean that you need to add a high budget sheet item going in or getting closer to retirement. There's so many options, policies, and everything out there that are adjustable, that are moldable, and that can be molded to your personal goals and objectives, to your personal timeline, and then hitting those multiple buckets with one fell swoop. And they're not expensive like a lot of people think they used to be. And you can actually structure them to where the premiums are building up tax-free, not just to cover debt, not just to have a legacy, but if that is your goal, it's there, but also to have a backdoor Roth, to have another tax-free bucket to pull from, to have an investment allocation that's compounding tax-free without a limit on the upside, and having a protected bucket to pull from in retirement. Well, there's so many tax codes and everything out there when it comes to insurance. And that's why I say, just give us a call if you have any questions. We're an independent, conflict-free fiduciary firm. We don't work for any carrier or any company. We just want everyone to know what their options are. And if you have an older policy, like a variable life or a variable annuity or something that's, I would say, is over, honestly, 5 years old, it's probably time to look at it, especially with the change in rates. You can get more bang for your buck, lower costs, and you can even have better investment options that have just hit the industry that have performance that's probably projected double to what your account's currently doing.
Wow, really?
And that's where you got to stay flexible and being independent. We look at plans every year that we've put in place and we adjust them as we need based on government, market, economy, tax code changes, because as we all know, those happen to change every 4 years, if not sooner.
Right.
Oh, and that's where we always like looking at, Steve, is no matter what side of the aisle you're on or anything, you got to be able to adjust, have your goals and objectives met. And this goes to what we've been talking about the whole show, making sure your comprehensive financial retirement estate plan is what it needs to be.
Sure.
And it doesn't have to be a specific date, because we know pensions, investing schedules and stuff like you see with a lot of state and federal employees, those don't exist for majority of people. It's more about what's your, I would say, emotional and mental well-being timeline.
Okay.
So you don't go insane or anything on that point. And especially with business owners, that's definitely a loaded question.
Okay, sure.
So with what we put together at Capital, it's about when do you want to retire and what are your goals and objectives the closer you get to retirement. The next question, Steve, is probably how much do you have saved for it?
Exactly.
But that is kind of setting the foundation, backing into the numbers, making sure the wheels are in the right direction, doing the plan. But the personal side is it's all emotional. It's 99% emotional. It's your money. It's your retirement. It's your peace of mind. And we just want to make sure that everything is where it needs to be, to make sure when you get to that target, that if you want to keep going, it's because you want to, not because you have to.